Hello everyone, you are so welcome and I'm really pleased again to meet you on another video. With the aim of learning English in an easy way, today inshallah I've prepared some cards to talk about the difference between some rules or vocabularies. Okay, so I've chosen, as I've said, cards to talk about the difference of some words, and I hope that you are helped with these videos and have fun till the end of the video. So let's start with the first card. So the first card is about the difference between very and to. So very and to are known as adverbs of degree. Okay, so they are adverbs of degree, but sure, there is a difference between them. So very has a positive or a negative meaning. It comes normally after the indefinite article. For example, a very hot tea, for example, or the tea is very hot to drink. However, the adverb of degree to is generally indicates something which is negative, okay, or very negative. For example, we say the tea is too cold, so I can't drink it, okay, which means you don't like it because it's too cold. And the second card is about the difference between for and since. And we know that since and for are signal words for the present perfect, okay, but sure, there is a difference between them. So for normally used plus length of time, I mean period of time, okay. For example, for 5 years, so 5 years here is a period of time, or for an hour, or for a long time. However, we use since plus points in the time, I mean in the past time, so specific time in the past. Since plus specific time in the past. For example, since 10 a.m. or since last September, and so on and so forth. So this is the difference between the two. Let's move on to the third card. It's about the difference between among and between. Among and between. So between is used when we refer to two things that have separated identity, okay, which means two places, two things, and the space between them we can use between. For example, he was dancing in between Billy and Tom. However, we use among to talk about stuff that is not clearly separated, or to talk about something that belongs to group of things. For example, he chooses me among the others. He chooses me among the others. I hope that the meaning here is quite clear. Okay, so let's move on to the fourth card. So the fourth card is about the difference between trip and tour. So let's see first of all, what do we mean with trip? Trip indicates the movement of the person from one place to another. For example, if I travel from Fez to Rabat, so this is a trip. But we have to pay attention that trip is not always made with the intention of enjoyment and relaxation, which means it can be a trip of work. I travel to another city or to another country in a trip of work, okay? What about tour? So tour is conducted by a travel agency with the intention of showing places of interest to the travelers. A tour is always taken with a view to enjoy and relax. However, the word tour is again to move from one place to another, but it's organized by an agency and normally just to have fun and joy. I hope the meaning is clear. Let's see the fifth card. The fifth card is about the difference between fun and funny. So fun is when you enjoy yourself and have a good time, and the theme park is fun because you enjoy yourself. For example, the roller coaster ride was fun, which means was really interesting. Okay? And the word funny is when a person or thing makes you laugh. For example, a joke is funny. Okay, the joke was funny. So, a joker is funny as his jokes make you laugh. Okay, is something which is funny or someone who is funny. Okay, I hope that the meaning is clear. Let's see the following card. And this card is about the difference between who or whom. So, who is a subject to a verb. For example, this is the man who takes care of the street dogs, for example. And whom is always an object in a sentence. For example, from whom did you get my number? I hope that the meaning is clear. Let's move on to the following card. And here we have the difference between maybe and maybe. So maybe detached and attached. So maybe detached is a modal verb which indicates possibility. Okay? So when I say maybe, I mean it's possible. For example, he may be late. So here we have may plus verb to be. However, when we have maybe attached, so it's an adverb that means perhaps. Okay? For example, maybe it will stop raining soon. And by the way, they have the same meaning, attached or detached. Okay? Let's move on to the following word or the following card. So here in this card, we have the difference between can I and may I. So can is basically used to describe physical or mental ability. Okay, for example, can you do the international dance form? And may I is, for example, may is used when requiring permission or to state a possibility. Okay, so for example, may I go to the birthday party tonight? So here you are asking for permission. However, when you say can I, so then you are asking, not asking for possibility, but you are talking whether about physical or mental ability. Let's move on to the next card. So here the card is about that and which. So here we are talking about relative pronouns. So that is used to indicate specific objects, item, or even a person, okay, and condition, etc. Okay, for example, she was driving the van that had German plates. However, when we are talking about which, is used to add information to objects, items, people, situations, and so on and so forth. For example, they got into the van which had German plates. Okay? The next card is about little and the little, few and a few. So what's the difference between little and a little? So little means in a very small amount or degree, not very often. Okay, so for example, we had the little snow that winter, and a little is a small amount or quantity, not much but some. For example, we had the little snow that last winter, and I would like to say that a little, the amount of a little is more than little. The same thing for few and a few. Just little and a little are with uncountable noun, and few with a few for countable ones. So few means not many. She has few relatives, but a few means we had a few relatives. So when I say we have few relatives, I mean 2, 1, or 3 maximum. But when I say, for example, we had a few relatives, then I mean that we have more than 4. Okay? And here we have the difference between find or search. So find means to discover to understand, feel, or become aware of something. In case of find, you are not looking for a missing thing or trying to get trying to get to something you have lost. Okay, for example, you will find the case of the locker on the rack. And search means to look for something thoroughly in a place. Search is used when you are trying to look for something that is missing or lost. So the first one, which is find, not looking for something, okay, which means maybe you find it by accident. But for search, you are searching or you are looking for that lost thing. For example, Jane is searching for his watch. I hope that the meaning is clear, and this is the last card in this video. So I hope that you liked and that you have learned something from these cards. If you have any suggestion and you would like to know something and learn something, why not suggesting on comments and I will deal with it, sure. So our video comes to its end. I would like to say thank you so much for your attention, for watching. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, and why not to comment and share with friends. Thank you so much for your support, and see you next time on another video, inshallah. Goodbye.